We're going to go a little deeper in this. I'm already going to go off track with this. I was watching a movie with my wife yesterday, and I said, Lisa, it's a movie. It's about a song, and it's a song from 1985, and it's a song called "We Are the World." How many of you remember that song, "We Are the World"? Man, the first edition killed it, all right? And the song brought in all the best artists of the world, all the hits. And when you looked at the song, you're like, man, I never saw that group. They were like one big choir, and they all looked like they were in such unity. How many of you, when you saw it, you're like, I wish they'll do this more often. Well, there's a movie that came out. How many of you saw the movie? And in that movie, it showed the behind the scenes of all the stuff they had to go through to get all those artists in a room, oh my Lord. And some of the artists didn't show up. Some of them didn't like one another and said, if they're there, I can't be there. And some of the artists, when you get 45 artists in a room, or 40, our worship team will appreciate this, 45 great singers, who sings the solo? Why did she sing that part and not me? And you got that at a huge level. So this whole movie was dealing with the real-time behind the scenes. And one of the men, his name was Quincy Jones, who was the producer, he was saying, how can we get this whole song recorded in one night? And you know what he did is he came up with a rule that said when you go inside the studio, no one could bring their entourage with them. You couldn't bring your right-hand man, the person that gives you water, that person that adjusts your coat. And he said, because if we get 45 artists and 45 entourages, I can never get a choir out of them. So his first rule was, all your entourage has to stay at the door. Just bring in the singers. And in the movie, they said all the singers were going in there and they felt vulnerable. I don't have all my appendages and my go-to people. I've got to learn how to deal with these artists. And something else he did is he put a tape